All right, Kylie, nice to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
We just lost 2-1 to Brighton. Very, very poor performance by the team. What are your thoughts on the game, bro?
Hey, man, I mean, we need help in the midfield, bro. It's patently obvious, man. I mean, how many years we're going to have Fred and McTominay, and, we struggle to move the ball enough, man. The forwards lacking service, It's like Rashford, like, he should have scored, but I can forgive him a little bit because it's like where you're not really getting the rhythm of getting the ball on your feet and actually, like, working with it because you're not getting the service. It's tough for any forward to really get results like that, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Sancho. It's like he thrives on movement around him, and then, like, he gets the ball, and it's not a lot going on, and then just pass it back, and he's moving it slow. You look at Brighton, they're knocking the ball around. It's quick, one touch, you know what I'm saying? Getting the width with the fullbacks, like, so, I mean, Ten Hag's ideas in preseason, like, they were coming through. I think a couple more signings, things will improve. I'm not too stressed about this result. But it's clear, it's going to be a lot of work to really get us to that level of, the Liverpools and the cities of the world, right?
Right. You said a couple more signings. What signings and where exactly will you make the signings? How many?
I mean, I think it's clear every United fan and Ten Hag wants Frankie de Jong. Whether we'll get his signature is one thing, right? But if not him, it's like, Ten Hag said he wants to promote from within with Fred or Iqbal. Fred had some sus moments today, give the ball away in some dangerous positions. So that's a little difficult. But, I mean, maybe Ten Hag, working on the training ground can improve him a little bit there. Right. And if not there, then the striker, man. It's like today we ran with Eriksen false 9, and like that's not gonna cut it, man. And obviously, Martial got hurt, and that was unexpected. And I'm a big fan of Martial, and I feel like he could be the glue offensively to help connect things a little bit, and help out the midfield in terms of getting the ball forward and getting some chances. But if not him, then you got to rock with Ronaldo. Even though, he gets the goals sometimes, but he don't press, he doesn't really contribute a whole lot else other than the goals. So, if it was me, I'd be like, Sesko, the Slovenian guy from, Salzburg, let's try to get him, even if it's not for this year, we sign him, loan him back for a year, and that way when Ronaldo leaves, he comes back in, like, I'd be okay with that, but we also need some help up top.
Right. The new signings, Martinez and Eriksen. And Malasha came on late, couldn't really do much. But what do you make of Martinez and Eriksen?
I mean, listen, we know Eriksen's quality. I have no doubts about, him contributing to the team. In terms of Martinez, definitely a little rough opening, It's like, it's in their division no more, man. Like, you're in the Premier League, like, there are going to be some big guys up on you, and, it's going to be competitive. But, he has that dog in him, though. You've seen it. And the way he went forward and, took a couple shots and tried to progress the ball, which, is important in Ten Hag's system. Mm-hmm. So, I'm confident in Martinez. I feel like he showed me enough where it's like, there might be a few blips in the road, but he's going to be all right, Right.
What do you think Erik Ten Hag's reaction to this game will be? And we play Brentford next week away, I think. Are you confident for that game? Especially looking at what Brentford just did to Leicester in there as well.
I mean, if Martial can come back healthy, I'd be a lot more confident, Or, I mean, I think, after the whole thing about Ronaldo leaving the game early in preseason, he wasn't going to start today, right? Just a disciplinary thing. But if he starts next game, we have a more consistent goal threat up top. So, yeah, I expect things to go better against Brentford. But, yeah, I mean, he obviously will be disappointed, after the good preseason we had. You don't like dropping points, on the first game week of the season, But, hey, man, it's a long haul, 38-game season. Transfer window's still open, so some new faces could come in. And, it's still, he's still only just got here. Still going to need some time to keep drawing things in on the training ground. So it's obviously a setback today. But in terms of the grander scheme of the season, like, I'm not going to read too much into this. Like, they'll do the work they got to do.
I see. So my last question for you. It's just one game. It's the first game of the season. Where do you think United can finish at the end of the season?
I mean, the thing is, like, I think we will improve because, I mean, things can get much worse than last season, right? But, everyone else improved around us, man.
I don't know about that, bro. We beat Brighton at home last season.
I still think we will do better, It was hard to do worse, man. It's like we were so uninspiring last season, and, like, I feel like the players at least are going to try to buy into Ten Hag's ideas, you know what I'm saying? And, I think he's going to get them to play a little bit better, a little bit more press, a little bit more attacking flair than we had. But I mean, everyone around us got better too, Chelsea's making a lot of signings right now. I was down on them, but if they keep signing some more guys, then they're going to be a problem. City and Pool are obviously up there. Arsenal, I mean, very positive first result. Gabriel Jesus, a good striker. That's a coup for them. So it's going to be tough. I mean, top 4, it might be a stretch this season, to be honest, But if we could finish like 5th and we close the gap, that's the most important thing, right? It's like, even if we don't get top 4, like, how far behind are we, right? Is it like miles away, or is it like, okay, like, a few results here and there. If they turn the other way, like, we would have been more in there, So that's all we're looking for. It's the first season. This is the long-term project. So that's all I'm looking for, improvement.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on the channel. Thank you.
This